From the worldwide headquarters of More Sports and Less Levine, it's a Tuesday night. Good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to More Sports and Less Levine into its 25th consecutive year, and of course, powered by cleveland.com. Tuesday means Mary Kay Cabot is here. A couple of show things to get out here. This show will be a half hour long tonight, so we'll go from 6 o'clock until 6:30. And that, Mary Kay, that allows me to use the word truncated and get it right off the books quickly.
Absolutely beautiful. This is definitely a truncated show, but a good one.
Any words you need to get in just to keep the streak going?
No, I'm okay for now. Not even sure that I could pronounce de Bergerac again. Oh, I did it. Yeah. So
you set me up on that one. Can you spell it, though?
No,
I don't think
not
you
yet.
can. I don't think anybody can spell it.
No.
All right.
No.
So we'll get in as much as we can, and as I mentioned to Mary Kay before the show, this is an official show now because it's about to use the term breaking news. I understand you have some breaking news, Mary Kay. What do you have?
Well, it was a big news day. It has been a big news day for the Cleveland Browns. First of all, I found out earlier today that safety Ronnie Harrison will be out 4 to 6 weeks with that shoulder injury. That is a huge blow to the Cleveland Browns. He came in and really solidified the safety position. He was playing extremely well. So that's horrible news for the Browns. Now, he could get back maybe for the final game and for the playoffs, so they'll have to keep their fingers crossed about that. So that was one thing. And then the other thing, which was anticipated, was that Myles Garrett has been activated off of the COVID-19 reserve list.
So there's no news there anymore. That's done, and he can play.
Yep, he can play as long as everything goes okay throughout the week. He should be fine. Once you're cleared and you get back into practice, as long as you have no negative tests or anything like that, as of right now, he is on track to face the Titans, and boy, will they need him.
I was thinking about this yesterday because so many strange things happen. You talk about this kind of a season, which you can't talk about. You can't predict anything is going to happen or would have happened, but you have a lot of votes for the strangest thing that did happen. How about, I'll throw one out, how about 4 quarterbacks for the Denver Broncos? That's pretty strange.
Yeah, you know what, that's the kind of season that it is, and none of us really still know what is coming. I remember we were taping a podcast before Myles went on the COVID list, and I was thinking, wow, what if the Browns, what if the Browns have a key player that in the midst of this playoff hunt can't play for a while? And then lo and behold, Myles goes on the COVID list. So fortunately for the Browns, they were able to go 2-0 in his absence. It was actually kind of a good time if he was going to have to miss 2 games, to miss against 2 pretty bad teams. Now he's back for a stretch where it gets a little bit more grueling.
How about an NFL game at 4:30 or 3:30 or whatever that is on a Wednesday afternoon? Did you predict that one?
No, did not predict that one. But just like everybody else in the NFL, everyone is pivoting, as they say, pivoting to whatever comes next. And actually, I am looking forward to kind of plopping myself down and watching a football game on Wednesday afternoon. Right. I'm going to have to finish up my work as early as I can. I really want to watch that game.
All right, Mary Kay Cabot with us, the D-Man Dennis Maniloff tomorrow, and Paul Hoynes makes a return on Thursday, and he will have a rant for us. I'm quite sure, so you don't want to miss that. Mary Kay, forget the football game at 12 on Wednesday afternoon. Just don't miss a Paul Hoynes rant.
Well, nobody would ever want to miss a Paul Hoynes rant, so you're very right about that.
Yeah, Paul Hoynes might be the only one who would want to miss it. All right, lots to talk about. Let's go with this injury. Did the Browns think it was going to be that bad, or did they prepare for the worst? I guess you always have to prepare for the worst. But what were they thinking going into the announcement?
It was evident that he was in a lot of pain the other night. They usually know fairly soon the extent of an injury to a certain degree. So, I wrote yesterday that, that he could miss some time. You just never really know how much time someone's going to miss with something like this. Look, I don't even know exactly what the injury is yet. I don't know if it's a separation, if something is torn in there. Greedy Williams has missed the first 11 games of the season with a shoulder injury. So you just never really know how these things are going to go. 4 to 6 weeks sounds a lot better than than what obviously Greedy is going through.
Yeah, but it sounds like the rest of the regular season, though.
Yeah. I mean, if Ronnie can get back, that will be very, very helpful for them. Fortunately, they claimed a safety yesterday in Tedrick Thompson. Now, he's got starting experience under his belt. So once he's ready to go, I think he's going to step in and start some games.
That one seems strange to me. Here's a guy who played 8 games with Kansas City, right? Why would Kansas City give up on him at this point of the season?
It's hard to say. I still have to dig into that a little bit because it wasn't as pressing of an issue. Now he's front and center because of what's going on with Ronnie. Usually, you get a back end player on the roster like that, and it's not a huge issue. But this one is a big deal.
Will he be able to walk in and play right away, Thompson?
Well, he's going to have to get up to speed in the system, but he should be okay to do that. I mean, they're going to have to use him, and they're going to have to use him soon. So I would anticipate that. Now, I don't think he will be able to play against the Titans because of COVID protocols. I don't even think he can necessarily join the team until Sunday. So we'll have to see how that goes. But as soon as he can play, he will be in there.
Oh, that game may turn out to be Thursday afternoon, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, with the way things are going, it's just everybody has to stay tuned right now.
All right, let's take a break. Then we can stay tuned. Mary Kay Cabot is with us as she is on Tuesday nights. Browns getting ready to take on Tennessee. Should be an interesting contest. Mike Vrabel against the Cleveland Browns. How about that? Take a break. More sports and Les Levine continues exclusively on cleveland.com.
Transform your home for the holidays with an authentic Nature Stone garage floor. No more tripping on cracked, uneven concrete. Stop slipping on puddles and standing water. It's the safer, more beautiful garage floor that's easy to clean and never needs replaced. That's why it's backed by Russell's Promise. For a limited time, get more Nature Stone than ever before with up to half your garage floor free. Schedule your free cost estimate easily online today at naturestone.com to qualify for your free flooring. It's not just a floor.
Wow, it's Nature Stone!
There are tastes we remember. Every smell brings the happiness of times gone by. Experience this every time you walk into Gallucci's Italian Foods. Whether you need lunch on the go, a catered party, or that perfect blend of wine, meats, and cheeses, Gallucci's has exactly what you're looking for. Straight from Mama's kitchen for old world traditions or original experiences. From the tastes you remember to new flavors you'll never forget. Gallucci's is a tasty branch of your family tree.
When it comes to selling you a mattress, most retailers are handing you a long line of extra steps that drive up costs and create confusion. At the Original Mattress Factory, we simplify the mattress shopping experience by building mattresses and box springs in our own local factories and selling them direct to you. It's short, sweet, and simply makes sense. So experience more than just the mattress store. Experience an original, the Original Mattress Factory.
All right, for our Facebook question of the day, we asked the obligatory question, and that is, what grade do you give Baker Mayfield for his performance against the Jaguars? Josh Woodward says C+, the plus for the win. He made some good, high, tight window throws, but he also missed a couple of easy ones. His footwork yesterday on the misses is a problem that needs to be fixed before it costs a loss. Ed Watkins says it's got to be a C. He certainly got the job done, but he still seems to have mechanical issues that affect his accuracy. Still, we're 8-3. He must be doing something right. Glenn Berger gives him a B+. Mayfield made some good throws, but he also missed some open receivers on short ones. But a win is a win is a win. That's the important item we can't overlook. Michael Hart says an A. Nothing happened to make me think differently. Go Browns. And Aaron Wood joins in and says, you got to give him a B+. He's growing and he's getting better every week. So where does Mary Kay Cabot stand on Baker Mayfield now? You have to update it almost every week.
Well, nothing much has changed for me in terms of the evaluation this season yet. I haven't seen enough yet for me to say, oh my goodness, he is absolutely 100% the guy. Go ahead and give him that long-term blockbuster extension. I also haven't seen anything that would make me say he's absolutely not the guy, forget it, it's over. It's somewhere in between. The truth is somewhere in between. So I think he's probably earning another look next season, and probably at least earning the option, his fifth-year option for 2022 being picked up.
Do you think the fans are relying too much on game to game, almost pass by pass, as they judge him?
No, I think the Browns are having to do the same thing. It is the evaluation within the season, and I think that they have no choice but to look at every pass, every single game, and try to decide where things stand with Baker, because they have to make decisions in the offseason. It's not like he is already in the midst of his second contract and they have him under contract for the next 3 or 4 years. It's not like that.
Well, how do you judge? What do you do with the 3 horrible weather games? They get included too, don't they?
They do. I mean, there are things that you can glean from those games. I mean, when he played against the Raiders, I actually thought he played really well, except for the fact that, I mean, his wide receivers dropped 5 passes that game. So he was putting the ball on the money for the most part. So I think that goes on the positive side of the ledger for him. I think the fact that he hasn't thrown an interception in the last 4 games, that goes on the positive side. I think that the fact that he's been making some nice plays with his feet and rolling out and doing a nice job on the keepers, that's all positive. And the nice plays that he has made, those are all good too. The misses into the end zone are a concern.
I thought he made a couple of terrible throws, obviously, but I thought he made 2 or 3 throws that not many NFL quarterbacks would even try, let alone complete. There was that pass right along the sidelines that I just thought it was a perfect throw and a perfect catch, and that's what you're looking for.
Yes, he makes plenty of those throws, and that's why you continue to see that there's enough there to give him another look, which I think he'll get another look next year. I think he'll get another chance to come in this Kevin Stefanski system and prove that he is that guy to take them to the next level, because that's really where the bar is set. The bar is set at not at just, hey, can you win 8 games? The bar is set can you take a team deep into the playoffs and challenge for a Super Bowl?
You said last week you went out on a limb, I thought, and said the Browns would win easily and just pounce on Jacksonville. The reality is that the way that happened was not the worst thing in the world, the way the game came down.
Right, and that was said early in the week before the Browns went into COVID hell, and that they lost Sione Takitaki, and they lost Porter Gustin, and then they went into the game and lost Ronnie Harrison. I think if they had those players in the football game, that it just put too much of a strain on them. So I do think that they should have won way more easily than they did, and the fact that they didn't is somewhat of a concern.
I think it's now time for us old-timers, not me the old-timer, to say the Browns made the right move on the white uniforms. Now keep using them. They look terrific.
They did look terrific. I have to say, though, I have enjoyed every uniform combination this season, because these new uniforms are so nice. The colors are just perfect. The uniform design is great. And every time they step out onto the field, and I'm there in person to see it, every time I see them, I think, these uniforms are amazing. Fans have just got to be so happy with these uniforms, and I'm sure the players are too. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, Mary Kay Cabot is with us in a truncated show. We're going to come back for one more segment. Right now, Smiley One is making it easy to invest in a new heating and cooling comfort system without breaking the budget. For a limited time, you can take advantage of the special financing, 36 months on select Bryant high-efficiency equipment. And they make it easy for your family to stay comfortable all year long. Call Smiley One for further details. They are the winner of the Bryant High Efficiency National Award. Congratulations to Smiley One. We'll come back one more time with Mary Kay. More Sports and Less Levine is powered by cleveland.com.
We're living in uncertain times, but you don't have to put your future on hold. At Tri-C, you can move ahead while staying safe and saving money. The majority of fall classes will take place online, but we've added a variety of formats to meet your learning needs, and we've taken many steps to keep you safe on campus. Whether you're ready to get started or your 4-year plans have changed, check out Tri-C's programs and resources, because Tri-C is where futures begin.
Well, hello, everyone. Let me tell you a little bit about Browns Football Insider. For only $3.99 a month, you can get text sent right to your phone each day from me, Dan Lobby, Scott Pasco, and Ellis Williams. In addition to that, you'll receive a Football Insider newsletter every day with special things from us, things that you won't see anywhere else on the site. You'll get breaking news, analysis, features, film breakdown, and things like that. Texting us directly gives you a great chance to cut through the clutter of Facebook, Twitter, other social media, and avoid the trolls. Also, it's the only way to get your questions on the Orange and Brown Talk podcast. So why should you sign up? Try a 14-day free trial. You can cancel at any time. All it takes is one text, but you won't want to cancel. We have hundreds of subscribers join us over the last year. They love it and have stayed with us. We're seeing the Football Insider community grow every week. And it's only $3.99 a month, which is less than 14 cents a day. What I like most about Football Insider is the opportunity to connect with you one-on-one and really communicate with you. So how can you become a Football Insider? You can click on cleveland.com/Browns, the blue banner at the top of the page. Or easier yet, text me at 216-208-3965. Again, that's 216-208-3965.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family warm this winter,
here, let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
And to keep your family comfortable, it takes Smiley One Heating and Cooling. Find them at smiley1.com.
When the Browns line up against the Titans, it'll be a little bit like looking in the mirror on Sunday. You could say Tennessee is what the Browns want to be. The Titans are 8-3 like the Browns and are probably a little further along in their building process. It starts with head coach Mike Vrabel from Walsh Jesuit High School. He's in his third year as head coach and led the Titans to the AFC Championship game a season ago. Derrick Henry has been a monster for the Titans running the football. He has almost as many carries and yards as Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt combined. Henry is already over 1,200 yards for the year and has been a nightmare for opponents near the goal line. Ryan Tannehill has been the kind of efficient quarterback the Browns want Baker Mayfield to be. 23 touchdowns to just 4 picks and a 65% completion percentage for the season. Cheat to stop the run, and Tannehill will kill your defense. He has good young wide receivers in A.J. Brown and Corey Davis, and a tight end, Jonnu Smith, who is a matchup problem for defenses. Defensively, both teams are giving up about the same amount of points, but the Titans are even better than the Browns at winning the turnover battle. The Titans have turned the ball over only 5 times all season long and have created 16 takeaways. That is a plus 11, second best to the Steelers in the NFL in the giveaway takeaway battle. The Browns are a respectable 6th at plus 5. It's fair to say that the Titans and Browns want to do the same things, and whoever does them better on Sunday will move to 9-3 on the year.
Well, that sums up, Mary Kay, what Tennessee can do. What do the Browns have to do to turn it their way for this Sunday's game?
Well, I think that the run game on both sides for both teams is going to be a huge focus in this game. I mean, the Browns are going to have to rely heavily on their two-headed monster of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, and that's how they can counter Derrick Henry and how amazing he is. But the Browns have struggled to stop lesser running backs than Derrick Henry. So this is going to be an enormous challenge for them. And now, of course, we know they're going to be without Ronnie Harrison for this game. Denzel Ward is not going to play in this game. So the second level guys are really, really going to have to to step up and help out and come up big in this run game, including, I don't know if Sione Takitaki will be back, but the linebackers are really going to have to be on point.
All right, so I'm not going to ask you for a prediction. We'll save that for the Plain Dealer and cleveland.com. But I will ask you, do you expect a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game?
You know what? I would say medium again. I would say probably both teams maybe somewhere possibly in the 20s. And some of that's going to come from the fact that they both run the ball so well. And those guys can get into the end zone. Derrick Henry already has 12 touchdowns. We know that Nick and Kareem have a lot of touchdowns combined. So I think there will be some points scored in this game. But again, I don't think it's going to be, probably not going to be 45-38 or anything like that. Probably, 28-24, somewhere along those lines.
All right, you've been a busy young lady today, and thank you for taking time to join us, and we'll do it again next Tuesday.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Mary Kay Cabot does a great job with cleveland.com and the Plain Dealer. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll have the D-Man Dennis Maniloff who will be joining us. And then on Thursday, the return of Paul Hoynes. You don't want to miss that. Of all the shows I've ever done, this was the most recent.